Hi all, this video is all about helping you work from home with your kids there at the same time, maybe your partner, all cooped up in the house together. We're going to give you 7 suggestions of how to make the most out of this time, different ideas of how to work in bursts, and we're going to point you in the direction of different programs you can use for learning and education for the kids to make sure that they have a good time, you have a good time, and we get through this crazy world that we're living in at the moment. Right now, the world's coming together with the coronavirus. The more we can share with each other, the bigger the benefit for all. So this video is about being isolated at home with your family. Like, subscribe, and leave a comment below about what sort of tips were best for you. But what we'd really like people who are making comments to do is give their own tips and tricks on this, because people read the comments and they might be able to take one of your ideas and use it themselves. Thank you, and let's get into it. Tip number 1. Being cramped up in a house together is not an easy thing. No one is used to doing that, especially for a prolonged period of time, especially when there's no end in sight. You don't know how long this is going to be. A week, 2 weeks, 3 months. So give yourself a break. Don't be too hard on yourself. Okay, suggestion number 2. Suggestion number 2 is that you exercise first thing in the morning. Gets the energy out and will settle down the family. Everyone will feel good, which is important, but also the kids get their wriggles out, they feel a bit more comfortable, and they'll settle down and they'll actually concentrate better throughout the activities you've got planned for the day. Now, to do this in a fun way, there's a couple of programs that we recommend on YouTube. The first one would be Noodle, which is a bit of an exciting, fun, sort of dancing sort of exercise program. Another one is PE with Joe, and he's a great guy. He's got a good personality, and he does it in his living room, and every day he does a different exercise. Another one is to go for, if you want to be more into fitness, is to go for Madfit. But again, we'll put the links down below so you can see these. Check them out, have a bit of fun, choose what's right for you and your level. Now, if you're in a really cramped space, well, you might want to go to the kings of isolation and look at prison workouts if you want to, but we'll leave that for you to investigate. Okay, for my next suggestion, it's really important that you have a daily routine. Get the kids dressed in the morning for school. Get yourself dressed for work. Basically, get yourself in the mindset that you're going to go out there and you are going to do your daily tasks. At the end of the day, you get out of your uniform, you get out of your work gear, and that way you relax, and that way you section it. So the kids have the frame of mind because you framed it for them. It's important to have a good blend of things for the kids and for yourself. So 1, social. 2, learning. 3, play. And 4, exercise. If they have a mixture of all these things, the kids will be well and truly exhausted at the end of the day. So in front of you, you'll see a kid's daily routine. This is an example. You could do your own, what works for you. So in the morning, it could be breakfast, teeth, make bed. Go out there, exercise. As I said earlier, exercise is really important to do at the start of the day. It gets the energy, it gets the oxygen flowing, and it will settle your kids down for the day. Your day will be so much better and easier with the kids starting the day with exercise. And doing it with them, it's a great fun thing to do with the kids as well, and you have a good time. As I said, check out stuff on YouTube with the links below. Mix it up with maths, literacy, all sorts of different things that they can do. They might be writing in the journal, they might be reading, then do yoga, PE, the exercising, morning tea, some more education. There's lots of apps that you can do. I'll expand on this in a minute with different types of educational programs that are online. There'll be links to all these in the notes below. My wife's a school teacher, so the advice we're giving you is what a professional would recommend. At midday, have a relax, have lunch, mindfulness, art, music. You can read what's in front of you. But the point behind all these is that it's going to help you mix up the day, the kids know what's happening, and it'll also allow you to get on with your work while they're doing these things. Let's talk about online programs. Online programs are perfect for working at home because you can actually put the kids onto a program, they can work away, they can learn, and you can go do your job, you can do your work, or you can do something where you don't need to be by them all the time, entertaining them. All the programs we're going to talk about today will be in the notes below. You'll be able to see the links there. But the first one is Prodigy. Prodigy is a mathematics-based one. It's got over 50,000 students have loved it, and teachers also support it. As I said before, my wife is a school teacher. She's a big fan of this particular program. Next is mathematics.com. This is all about teaching kids about mathematics. Go check it out. Again, the links are in the notes below. For literacy, we've got Classroom Magazine. Classroom Magazines is all about scholastic learning. We'll cover from grades 1 to 3 to 5 and 6 to 9. Great for literacy. Readingeggs.com. This is an ABC one. Kids love this one personally. Again, links are below in the notes. And the last one is the Art for Kids Hub. This is all about creative learning, drawing, painting, pictures, sculpting, all sorts of different stuff. Again, this will keep the kids entertained for a long period of time. It mixes up the day. It's not just the English and the maths and all sorts of studying. It's actually going to break up their days. Okay, for my next suggestion, it's all about motivating the kids. In fact, motivating the whole household. Making sure that everybody's on the same page. If you have an important phone call, you have an important email you have to do, a report, for example, while you're working from home, last thing you want to do is have the kids disturb you or annoy you, or if they're not doing their work properly like you've asked them to, the last thing you want them to do is be mucking around and playing around. The best thing I could recommend is having a reward program. If you do something good, you get a credit for something. You do something bad, it's get taken away from you. A good way to do this is with Monopoly money. There's a photo I saw on Facebook which I thought was perfect. Had a chart done up on the fridge of all the different things that your Monopoly money can buy you, and then it had a whole cupboard full of lollies in which the kids could buy if they had enough money saved up. I reckon that's great. The reality is, it's a bit of fun, a bit of a game, but when you need them to be good, this is a really good way to rely on that because there's consequences for it. But if you don't want to do the money thing, other ways you can do it is it could be music. You could choose what music you're going to do. It could be what game you're going to play that night. It could be you could choose what you're going to have for dinner. There's all sorts of different ways you can do it so the kids are properly motivated to make sure they're good when you need them to be really good. It's really important to play with the kids. Ideas of doing this, you could do like an Olympics where you play lots of different board games and you score it all, and then whoever wins gets a prize. There's lots of little games you can play. Be creative. If you are interested in more ideas on games, please leave a comment below and I'll make another video all on games you can play with the kids around the house, which should be lots of fun. Okay, so what we're going to talk about is the Pomodoro technique. This is the next suggestion we have for you. Pomodoro technique is all about working intensely for 25 minutes and having a break for 5 minutes. If you've got the kids at home, there is no way they're going to last hours and hours on end without being distracted, without wanting your attention. It's just not going to happen. So the Pomodoro technique is working in sharp bursts, getting a task done, getting the job done, and then having a 5-minute break. Okay, so first of all, decide on the task that you want to do. It might be a phone call, it might be doing a report. Set a timer for 25 minutes. Literally set the timer. It could be on your phone, but the phone can distract you. Better yet is have a separate timer, which you can actually set for 25 minutes. Work on the task, work intensely. There's not checking your Facebook, there's not checking your Instagram, it's working intensely on that task. Now, if you set the kids up properly doing a task themselves, you should, or hopefully, you'll be able to get through this. Take a 5-minute break after 25 minutes. Chill out, relax, grab a cup of coffee. Ideally, get out of your chair, walk around, have a change of scenery. Once you've done this for about 2 hours, have a proper break, have a 30-minute break, get up, walk around, check your iPhone, check your Facebook, whatever it might be, but have a proper break. Suggestion number 7, if you're isolating, it's really important that you stay social. Cooped up in the house together, it's really important that you actually go out there and you still communicate with people. You can communicate with your neighbours over the fence if you like, or you can jump online. You can use technology such as FaceTime, Zoom, all sorts of different programs that will allow you to see each other's faces and talk online. There's been cases that I've heard of where people actually have Friday night drinks where they catch up, they jump in front of the screen, and as couples, they chat to other people out there. It's also really good for the kids. All the friends can catch up, talk about their adventures they've done each day, share notes, talk about the football or superheroes, whatever it might be. So being social is a really important element. Book in time each day to talk to different people, because right now, isolating for mental health reasons may not be the best for some people. And this brings us to the end of this video. There's 7 suggestions and a few bonus tips as to how to isolate, work from home with the family and kids, and win. If you like this video, please like it, subscribe, and press the bell icon if you haven't done so already, so that way you can get more notifications on similar videos to this coming out in the future. Please comment down below of any ideas that you like today, or any of your own ideas that you think other people would benefit from, because at the end of the day, the more information we can share in the world today, the more everyone's going to benefit from it. Thank you very much, and see you next time.